Xiao Yan nodded his head and agreed. This caused everyone, including Feng Qing'er, to be stunned for a moment. This matter was not child's play. If that thing was really found, it was likely that Xiao Yan would appear on the blacklist of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. A worried expression appeared in Feng Zunjie's eyes. He looked at Xiao Yan as he asked in a deep voice, "Is it all right?" "Haha, old Feng, please relax. One need not be afraid of one's shadow being crooked if one stands straight. I have seen many little tricks of falsely accusing someone after they have lost. This is nothing surprising." Xiao Yan smiled, nodded, and reassured him. Feng Zunjie felt a lot more reassured after hearing Xiao Yan's words. Since he dared to speak in this manner, it was likely that he had some confidence. Feng Qing'er by the side was extremely infuriated by Xiao Yan's words. Her pretty face wore a cold smile as she said, "You can just act tough. If I end up finding it later, I will definitely let you suffer the consequences." The corner of Xiao Yan's mouth was lifted into an unusual smile. He softly said, "If you fail to find anything, Miss Feng might have to apologize to me in public." Feng Qing'er's eyes were ice cold. She let out a cold snort as she bit her finger. A droplet of bright red blood fell from it and was immediately suspended in front of her. It vaguely emitted a strange glow in the process. Xiao Yan glanced at this droplet of blood. The blood was crimson in color, but if one were to carefully observe it, one would be able to see an extremely faint green color in it. Xiao Yan thought deeply when he saw this scene. The blood of the mysterious dried corpse was clearly a lot denser than Feng Qing'er's blood. From the looks of it, the blood of that mysterious dried corpse was definitely purer than Feng Qing'er's blood. Feng Qing'er's face was frosty. Her finger led the droplet of blood to form a mysterious seal. With a toss of her hand, the seal paused above Xiao Yan's head. A circular red-colored luster was emitted from it as it slowly wrapped around Xiao Yan's body. Xiao Yan clearly sensed an unusual energy when his body was covered by the red-colored light barrier. It was slowly scanning his body, and he vaguely felt as though someone was snooping around. Xiao Yan's face was completely impassive through this. However, he was laughing coldly in his heart. For him to be bold enough to allow Feng Qing'er to search him in public, it was only natural that he was confident that he could hide the ancient phoenix essence blood. The red-colored glow slowly spread through Xiao Yan's body. It specifically scanned the ring on his hand multiple times, but not even the hint of an unusual phenomenon appeared. This caused Feng Qing'er's face to appear uglier. Feng Zunjie by the side sighed in relief within his heart when he saw Feng Qing'er's expression. The search continued for some time before the red glow finally began to disappear. The seal had also transformed into a red ray of light that was absorbed into the green-faced Feng Qing'er's body. "Miss Feng, has there been any results?" Xiao Yan glanced at Feng Qing'er as he inquired. "Where have you hidden the ancient phoenix essence blood?" Feng Qing'er clenched her silver teeth. Her appearance was as though she desperately wanted to pounce over and strip Xiao Yan, conducting a complete search over him. She had clearly sensed the existence of the ancient phoenix essence blood earlier. However, the result of her search had caused her to suffer a great blow. Her searching skill was extremely sensitive to the ancient phoenix essence blood. Seldom was there any situation where it would be wrong. The expression of Feng Zunjie by the side sank. He cried out in a cold voice, "Feng Qing'er, don't think that this venerable self, Do Zun, cannot do anything to you just because you are a member of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. If you continue to stir trouble, do not blame this venerable self, Do Zun, for not giving the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe any face." Feng Qing'er's pretty face changed a little when she heard Feng Zunjie cold cry. Lei Zunjie by the side could only step forward when he saw this. "Qing'er, the matter today might be just a misunderstanding." But Feng Qing'er became anxious. She was about to retort when she saw Lei Zunjie knit his eyebrows. All she could do was swallow her words. Ultimately, she was Lei Zunjie's disciple. She had no choice but to obey his words. Moreover, she knew that with Feng Zunjie protecting Xiao Yan, the matter today was likely hopeless. If she were able to find the ancient phoenix blood on Xiao Yan's body, she would be able to say something. With the reputation of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe, it was likely that even Feng Zunjie would have to weigh his options a little. Unfortunately, Feng Qing'er was furious in her heart. In the end, all she could do was viciously stare at Xiao Yan as she coldly said, I will not simply just drop this matter. Xiao Yan smiled. He replied in a light voice, Miss Feng seems to have forgotten something? As chief disciple of the Wind Lightning Pavilion, I think that you despise people who go back on their word, no? Feng Qing'er's face immediately turned green when she heard this. Her hand was clenched, emitting a cracking sound as it did so. Only a long while later did she forcefully say a couple of words from her mouth, I'm sorry. Xiao Yan grinned. He was too lazy to continue getting entangled with this woman. He took a step back and withdrew behind Feng Zunjie. Feng Zunjie sighed in relief after seeing this matter come to an end. He smiled to Lei Zunjie and said, KK, the result of the match is already known. According to our prior agreement, the grudge between Xiao Yan and the Wind Lightning Pavilion will be written off, right? The corner of Lei Zunjie's mouth twitched a little. Although his heart was filled with fury, he would naturally not swallow his own words in public given his status. All he could do was stiffly nod his head. A lightning glow flickered through his eyes as he stared at Xiao Yan intently. He said, On account of Feng Zunjie, I shall not take you to task for the matter between you and the Wind Lightning Pavilion. However, I hope that you know what is good for yourself in the future. If the 3000 lightning movement is leaked by you, this venerable self, Do Zun, will personally kill you. Xiao Yan merely smiled in the face of Lei Zunjie's words that contained a hidden threat. He cupped his hands together and said, Lei Zunjie, please rest assured. Feng Zunjie by the side glanced at the ugly face of Lei Zunjie. He grinned as his eyes looked all around him and laughed. Lei Zunjie is really magnanimous. However, it is likely that the 4-pavilion grand meeting will have difficulty continuing today. In terms of strength, the Wind Lightning Pavilion is indeed much stronger. In that case, it seems that this season's leader spot is still retained in the hands of the Wind Lightning Pavilion. Xiao Yan's matter was only resolved because of the presence of Feng Zunjie. Regardless of how unwilling they were in their hearts, they, at the very least, needed to give Feng Zunjie face on the surface. In that case, Feng Zunjie would naturally return them a little of the favor. Moreover, the empty name of being the so-called leader of the 4 pavilions was the best choice. In any case, this position did not possess any actual authority. It only sounded nice. Additionally, if one wished to compare strengths, none of the other 3 pavilions' younger generation was a match for Feng Qing'er. Of course, this was naturally only after Xiao Yan had been excluded. From the fight earlier, the stronger of the two had already become known to a countless number of people. Lei Zunjie's expression became slightly warmer when he heard Feng Zunjie's words. Jian Zunjie and Huangquan Zunjie could only nod their heads after a brief moment of hesitation. Tang Ying was definitely no match for Feng Qing'er. Wang Chen, on the other hand, had already been crippled by Xiao Yan from the start. How could he fight with others? KK, since the grand meeting is over, the old me shall not stay any longer. I will come and visit if I have time in the future. Feng Zunjie laughed. He cupped his hands to Lei Zunjie. After which, he waved his hand and a wild wind rose around him. Immediately, the wind affinity energy around them began to automatically gather. Finally, it formed an enormous wind eagle in front of an innumerable number of eyes. Let's go. Feng Zunjie beckoned with his hand. His body moved and he leapt onto the enormous eagle. Mu Qing Luan followed closely behind. After beckoning Lin Yan, who was a short distance away, to follow, he leapt onto the large eagle. Feng Zunjie placed both of his hands behind him after seeing that the few of them had leapt onto the large eagle. He stood on the head of the eagle while it flapped its wings. After which, it brought about a strong wind as it cut through the air with a swoosh sound, flying away from the Wind Lightning mountain range. Within a couple of flashes, it completely disappeared from the focus of a countless number of gazes. Jian Zunjie and Huangquan Zunjie bid Lei Zunjie goodbye after watching the enormous eagle disappear. Finally, they grabbed their disciples and swiftly left the Lightning Mountain. After Jian Zunjie left, only the people from the Wind Lightning Pavilion were left behind. Only at this moment did Lei Zunjie's expression completely become gloomy. His eyes turned to Feng Qing'er as he asked, Did you really sense the ancient phoenix essence blood earlier? I'm definitely right. However, I am also unaware of why I am unable to find it. Feng Qing'er nodded and spoke with absolute certainty. Lei Zunjie slightly nodded. He immediately spoke in a sinister manner, You should return and report this matter to the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. At that time, the experts in your clan will definitely intervene and capture Xiao Yan. If the people from the Falling Star Pavilion stop them, it should not be difficult for the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe to finish them off given its strength. Feng Qing'er hesitated for a moment when she heard this. Finally, she clenched her silver teeth and nodded. Since you refuse to cripple your 3000 lightning movement yourself, I shall cause you to be unable to use any other Do skills in the future. A cold expression surfaced on Lei Zunjie's face. His soft mumbling was filled with a killing intent that caused those few people around to tremble. Fierce wind suddenly rose in the serene blue sky. An enormous eagle carried a lightning storm as it flew. On the back of the eagle sat a couple of figures. Xiao Yan was among them. At this moment, Xiao Yan was seated cross-legged on the back of the eagle. His gaze looked in the direction of the lightning mountain and found that it had disappeared. His tensed heart finally relaxed. Immediately, he clenched his teeth and a jade-green flame was fiercely burning on his hand. What is it? Feng Zunjie's figure instantly appeared beside Xiao Yan as he asked in surprise. Xiao Yan did not reply. His eyes were staring intently at the burning flame in his hand. Droplets of green-red blood were mixed in the rising flame. This blood, that contained a shocking energy ripple, was slowly being forced out. Feng Zunjie, Mu Qingluan, and Lin Yan revealed a shocked expression when they saw this. Xiao Yan had hidden this thing in the heavenly flame earlier. No wonder it was not detected.